Nina had always been a woman of grace and strength, having built a life filled with the love of her children and grandchildren and the satisfaction of a thriving business. But as much as she cherished her family and accomplishments, there was a space in her heart that longed for a deeper connection, a love that would fill her soul and make her heart race with the excitement she had once known. One sunny afternoon, while shopping for fresh ingredients at the local farmer's market in Milwaukee, Nina's eyes met those of a kind man named Daniel. He was charming, with a gentle smile that instantly drew her in. They struck up a conversation about the ripest tomatoes, and before she knew it, they were laughing and exchanging tips on cooking. Daniel, a retired architect with a passion for gardening, shared Nina's love for quality ingredients and fine meals. As days turned into weeks, their meetings at the market became a regular occurrence. Daniel would bring Nina fresh herbs from his garden, and in return, she'd surprise him with a homemade dish, each one more delicious than the last. It wasn't long before they found themselves sharing dinners at Nina's home, where she would pour her heart into every meal she cooked for him. Nina's kitchen became the heart of their blossoming relationship. She would prepare elaborate dinners, each dish crafted with love and care. Her famous lemon butter salmon, perfectly seared and served with a side of garlic mashed potatoes, quickly became Daniel's favorite. He couldn't get enough of her creamy shrimp Alfredo, which she made with fresh pasta and the perfect blend of spices. Every bite was a testament to her culinary skills and her affection for him. As they sat at the table, enjoying the meals Nina prepared, Daniel would often find himself lost in thought, marveling at how lucky he was to have found her. He admired not just her cooking, but the way she carried herself with such grace, the warmth she brought into his life, and the joy she found in making others happy. One evening, after a particularly sumptuous dinner of roast duck with orange glaze, Daniel took Nina's hand in his and looked into her eyes. "Nina," he said softly, "you've brought so much joy into my life. Your cooking is incredible, but it's your heart that has truly captured mine." Nina felt her heart swell with emotion. She had always known that the way to a person's heart was through their stomach, but she hadn't realized just how true that was until now. Cooking for Daniel had been more than just preparing food. It was her way of showing love, of building a bond that went beyond words. As the seasons changed, so did their love. Nina continued to cook for Daniel, experimenting with new recipes and flavors, each dish a new expression of her affection. In return, Daniel filled Nina's life with laughter, companionship, and the love she had been searching for. Eventually, Daniel proposed to Nina in her own kitchen, the place where their love had flourished. It was a simple yet perfect moment, surrounded by the aromas of a meal they had prepared together. Nina said yes, her heart full of joy and gratitude for the love she had found later in life. From that day forward, Nina and Daniel shared their love story with others, often inviting friends and family over for dinner. Their home was filled with laughter, love, and the smell of delicious food. Nina knew that she had found true love, not just because of the meals she cooked. But because of the man who appreciated every ingredient, every flavor, and every bit of her heart that she poured into each dish. Their love story was a beautiful reminder that sometimes the best recipes are those that bring two people together, not just for a meal, but for a lifetime. Nina speaks this love story to manifest in her life every day. His name might not be Daniel, but soon this will be Nina's reality. A man that will appreciate and love her unconditionally.